Hello, thanks for joining me. This is part one of a two-part series. The video coming up in a few seconds is one of my kind of normal style of videos. I'm going to take you out on location. It's a place that I scouted about a week or so ago, and I'm going to take some pictures. I'll show you how I took the pictures and I'll show you the final images. But stick around till the end, because the video that's coming up after this one, which will be on Wednesday, is going to be something a little bit different, and I'll tell you what that is at the end of this one. But for now, let's go out and take some pictures. Good morning, I'm in Santa Pola and I am at the Tamarit Watchtower. It's a 16th century watchtower, one of a chain of watchtowers along the coastline here. This one's a bit more unusual. It's square rather than round, which most of them are round. And this one is also low down. It actually sits in the salt lakes here, because this whole area is full of salt lakes. We're only 200 or 300 meters from the sea, and these salt lakes are actually used for salt extraction. Just up the road here there's quite a lot of salt extraction plants. I came here this morning hoping that the weather forecast was going to be accurate and we were going to get clear skies and no wind. What we've actually got is quite a lot of cloud and quite a stiff breeze, which means the reflections I was hoping to get in this salt lake are not going to happen. But I'm still going to hang around and try and get a shot. The clouds could help with colour. The sun's rising over that way and there's some quite nice colour in the sky over there. We are only a couple of minutes from sunrise, so I'm hoping that when the sun clears the horizon it might paint some light on the clouds over that way. I'm using the tower on the left hand side of the frame, I guess kind of on the thirds, and I'm still trying to capture a little bit of reflections in there as foreground interest. We've got the sky, which hopefully might get a little bit of colour in it in a few seconds. Circular polarizer, which is adding a little bit of contrast in the sky, but it's also helping just to slow the exposure down a bit. And two-stop soft ND grad. I'm hoping that sky is going to light up a bit more. I've come a little bit further along, just recomposed the shot slightly. Same basic composition with the tower on the left, but I'm trying to get a bit more of the colourful sky in over there. Still hoping the colour's going to come over there because it'll make a better composition, I think. Yeah, it's quite nice. The reflections aren't as clear and sharp as I would like, but it could still work. I think we're getting some colour up that way now, so I'm going to move now and get a better shot from a different angle. Getting some lovely colours in the sky now. The sun's been up about 10 minutes. It's kind of behind some clouds over there, but it's been painting some really nice sort of pinkish hues up into the dark clouds in the sky. So we haven't got really sharp, distinct reflections in the water because it's just moving far too much. But I think it still looks quite interesting. And certainly that sky is looking really nice now. Over in the distance there's mountains and there's some beautiful light on those mountains. It probably won't really show up in this image. I've put a 6-stop ND filter, a little stopper, lead little stopper filter in, and I'm going for a 30-second exposure. Hopefully that will flatten the water out, make the reflections look a bit nicer, but hopefully it won't remove too much of colour and texture from the sky. We'll see how that works out. Okay, I think there's one more composition to be considered before the light goes, and I'm going to go over that way a bit to get it. Okay, I've come round the other side of the tower. We've still got some nice colours and textures in the sky, and we're now getting a bit more light coming through, which is hitting the tower and lighting it up more. The composition on this is different because I've got a little bit of land and rocks and plants coming out, and then the tower. I'm going to go for f16 and the 1 minute exposure. So I'm on to bulb mode so I can time it, and starting now. So as I'm shooting this, the sun's just breaking through. And that 1 minute exposure does look rather nice. So, I've taken a few images this morning, different times, shortly before sunrise, shortly after, and a couple of different compositions, moving around trying to get the best of the light. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to head for home, get them on the computer, have a look at them, see which one I think works the best, and then process it, and hopefully we'll get a nice image out of this morning. I'll see you in a bit. So that was it, that was the photo shoot. Now you may have noticed that I said at the end of that I was going to pick one image and process it, and then I went and showed you 3 images. And the reason for that was when I actually got to process them, I actually decided I quite liked them all, and I thought they were all just different enough in terms of composition and light due to the time that I'd shot them, that they all worked. So I just thought I'll do them all. Now, one of the questions that I'm forever getting asked is about my post-processing. How much processing do I do? What do I do it in? And basically, what do I do to process my images? So, if you're one of the people that's interested in knowing that, then I've got good news for you, because the next video coming up on Wednesday, I'm going to show you exactly how I processed all 3 of those images. So it's going to be a slightly longer video. Not only am I going to process 3 images, but of course I'm going to talk through the process, which will take a bit more time. But I hope you're going to enjoy it. If you want to make sure you don't miss it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that little notification bell so you get an alert when the video becomes available. Of course, likes, shares and comments are very much appreciated and really helpful in terms of promoting the channel as well. Until the next time, thanks very much for watching, and goodbye.